Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. Everyone, give a high five to your fellow Garys if you got one. We got a little bit of an update today, ladies and gentlemen, and might not be the most cheery of news. We are eagerly awaiting for Greef Karga, Cara Dune, and of course, Mando himself to come to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And it was supposed to be today, but we got a little bit of a delay. But instead, we got this pretty cool trailer right behind us that we're going to be playing right here in a moment. So what we're going to talk about today is, I guess, the official release date for Cara Dune, as well as the Mandalorian himself and Greef Karga. They're spreading it out. They changed the plan. Pray they don't alter it any further. You know what? Let me just zoom you guys in. I got to admit, this is actually kind of interesting in regards to art. We know the art for Capital Games and Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes has been pretty hit or miss lately, mostly miss. But so far, we've got little teasers of Cara Dune and Mandalorian, and we see a little bit of Greef Karga. And man, the art team's killing it. We got this trailer posted by the official EA Star Wars YouTube page, and you already get a little bit of a teaser before we get to the dates. A little bit of teaser. The Mandalorian's look, Greef Karga's look is looking great as ever. Cara Dune, I mean, I'm looking really closely with my Imperial Tactical scanners, and let's hope the in-game models look as good as this. Moving beyond the trailer, we also have the whole plan moving forward for how the Mandalorian's going to roll out for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Cara Dune is coming out tomorrow as a marquee event from April 23rd to 29th, so quite a long marquee events. And I believe how marquee events work, you have to be at least level 80 to access them, and you'll get the 3-star character for free, assuming you can complete the tiers. Greef Karga then on April 27th, 2020. And then the big boy himself, the Mandalorian, will also be a marquee event. There was a lot of speculation, even after the announcement that Mandalorian's coming to the game, whether they're going to make all three of these guys like legendaries. I didn't think that. There was still some speculation that the Mandalorian was going to be a legendary character himself. Not going to be the case. Instead, they're all going to be marquee events, which it's great just seeing a marquee event. I know we all wish they could just release characters straight to the Cantina store, straight to Galactic War Squad Arena. That's not the realization anymore. Marquee event is going to be kind of the best thing that you can kind of get in Galaxy Heroes in terms of a free-to-play experience. Getting a 3-star character for free, 4 stars for probably $20. Greef Karga looks to have a lot of potential for bounty hunter teams, as will do extensive testing. Maybe your bounty hunters won't get overran by Jedi training grade teams anymore, even with the 3-4-star Greef Karga. So great to see we're not being paywalled behind a Galactic Legends or Legendary event that's going to take months upon months to get these characters. So moving on beyond here, there's a couple other things I want to talk about. We're going to talk about a couple more details about Cara Dune, because I got a lot of questions in regards to Cara Dune's kit, since she has that Scoundrel as well as that bounty hunter, not bounty hunter, the Rebel synergy. And then we're going to talk about Capital Games looking for feedback, which is something I greatly appreciate they are doing. You may have gotten a survey recently, and what I'm going to be doing is, because I don't have the survey at hand, I've already completed it. I should have done it on a video for you guys, but throughout this video, you're going to get a couple of polls kind of mimicking what the questions were from Capital Games. I only can put 4 cards in there, so only 4 polls. So as we go through the video, feel free to kind of answer those yourself. We're going to get to that in a moment. And in regards to these marquee events, before we change the topic, again, we will be live streaming Cara Dune tomorrow, April 23rd. Probably going to have to cancel our Grand Arena so we could stream Cara Dune. So be tuned for tomorrow. Cara Dune, Greef Karga, we're going to stream that on April 27th. And of course, you betcha, we're going to be streaming some Mandalorian gameplay when these characters go live. So that's our first batch of news. Secondly, moving on forward, let's talk about Cara Dune in particular. Really briefly, there were some concerns, questions in regards to how is it going to work with Cara Dune when you have a leader like Lando, who's a Scoundrel and a Rebel, or Han Solo. You don't need the leader tag on the characters to trigger these effects on Cara Dune, because if you saw the kit reveal the other day, card in the top right-hand corner, if you have not seen it yet, we know that Cara Dune is going to act differently in a Rebel team or in a Scoundrel team. And when you read this right here, if you put a Rebel who's also a Scoundrel in the leader slot, Han Solo, for instance, in this case, Cara Dune will gain stealth first, but immediately will lose it due to the Rebel lead. So there's effectively no advantage to having both faction categories in the leader slot. I mean, we have a couple of examples right here. Let's hop over to the game before we keep talking about this topic right here. For example, Han Solo, he's the Scoundrel. He's also a Rebel. We have a couple of other ones, I believe. We have Stormtrooper Han. That's an example right there. Lando's kind of an interesting choice. We have Lando Calrissian somewhere in here. Lando Calrissian. So there's a little list of characters that are both Rebels as well as Scoundrels. A pretty popular question I got after our video we posted the other day. Wanted to clarify that. But now, let's go and talk about this survey. You guys may have seen a survey circulating around. My presumption is that this survey was really only given to people who were able to participate in the Galactic Legends event, because those people have a first-hand opinion to give out. And here's a funny meme that was posted on the Reddit page. This is where the fun begins. There's also a Q&A session coming up for Galaxy Heroes, I believe tomorrow as well. I'm hoping that Capital Games is going to address some of the shortcomings of the Galactic Legends event. Yeah, that's coming out tomorrow. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow. We have Cara Dune, and we also have a Q&A session, so expect a lot of stuff coming out tomorrow. I'm hoping they don't sidestep the whole Galactic Legends thing. I know we're all excited about Mandalorian. This is exciting stuff. A lot of people are really looking forward to the Mandalorian, but we also kind of want to see some sort of recognition from Capital Games in regards to the Galactic Legends world. I'm going to call it the fiasco. I called it the biggest mobile gaming joke in history. I'm still standing by that opinion here. So there were a couple questions inside of this post, inside of this survey here. Again, I don't have the full list in front of me because I already completed the survey myself, and I actually don't want to show you my response. This is not my response. This is just a response I saw some other people give on Twitter and Reddit. I want to show you the questions because they're going to be mimicked throughout the polls in this whole entire video. So again, not my opinion. I don't want to influence your guys' opinion with what I put in, but again, those polls will give me an idea of what you guys are thinking of. The Galactic Legends, it was a big mess. It was a big mess in my opinion, and hopefully Capital Games is not going to try to spin this in a way where they're going to be like, oh, well, a lot of people enjoyed it. As we see, we have this tier 3. I think, honestly, one of the biggest problems was tier 3. That rock, paper, scissors things, as we see from this lovely post right here from LES197. Please state what would make the duel more clear and or enjoyable to play. It's rock, paper, scissors, and it costs $2,000 to play. So that's kind of a fair point of criticism right there. I actually got a very small handful of people that were vocal and talked about how they kind of enjoyed tier 3. Maybe it wasn't the best executed plan for a tier 3, but there's people that generally enjoyed. There was actually someone on Twitter who said that their young kid of 6 years old, I think, enjoyed it. They played it 20 times over. I don't know if the Capital Games' intention was to make a $2,000 character and let kids play tier 3. That was just kind of a side benefit, I guess, that came from these Galactic Legends. So you guys know my opinion from a while ago. We made plenty of videos on it. I just kind of want to talk about it very briefly here because I think it's important you guys share your feedbacks, whether in the comments or if you're going to go try to submit a question for the developer Q&A. They have a link where you can go ahead and submit some questions down here with the SurveyMonkey link. Hopefully, again, Capital Games doesn't sidestep it. They're probably collecting this data in advance to see what they can say about this event moving forward, because Galactic Legends, as we know, are going to be kind of a staple part moving forward with these top tier characters. We probably can presume Luke Skywalker, Jedi Luke Skywalker, Return the Jedi Luke, probably going to come one day. And I don't think we want to see a rock, paper, scissors thing. I mean, I'll share a little bit of what I shared in the survey, but part of my feedback that I gave the Capital Games is that I kind of saw what they're trying to go for. The problem is, one, it wasn't a really pretty event besides the scene switching from Kylo's area to Rey's area. The abilities you used, you had 3 abilities. You had, was a parry, feint, and then strike. It was the same animation over and over again, and a very boring animation of them just kind of like, just like kind of just tapping each other on the head. If they maybe made each ability kind of pretty to look at, kind of like how they're doing with the ultimate abilities, where there's something that's cool that's happening. And the other problem is, statistically, if you wanted to complete tier 3 of the Galactic Legends event successfully without losing, because let me tell you, if you lose any of these tiers, it hurts because it takes quite a couple days free to play to farm the tickets for these tiers. So if you lost a rock, paper, scissors, which I know people that did because they had no idea what was going on, it was in a way too complicated, but at the same time very simple if you understand what I'm saying. But basically, if you weren't using feint, the middle ability, over and over again, because statistically you cannot lose if you kept using feint, although it could take 20-30 minutes if the opposing character kept using parry over and over again to reduce your battle points. It was a boring mechanic. At the same time, it just wasn't an engaging type event. What I told them is that if you want to do these type of rock, paper, scissors events, one, make each ability pretty in their own way. Don't make it a copy paste animation for each and every one of those. Secondly, if you want to do these dual mechanics, just look at Pokemon, one of the most popular dueling systems of all time. Each ability has their own type of, they're super effective against certain types. One's gonna be more offensive, perhaps another ability could be a bit more defensive. I think the problem is the battle point system was a bad system to go by, because again, it forced you to keep using feint over again so you can statistically make it through, although it could take a long time. and just make each ability kind of pretty in their own way. Because imagine if Pokemon Tackle, Bubble Beam, Flamethrower, and I don't know, Earthquake were the same animations over and over again. I'm pretty sure the magic of Pokemon wouldn't be fully realized. So that's kind of my main point of feedback. Again, I would love to see what you guys were saying throughout the polls I posted throughout this entire video. Again, extremely excited for the Mandalorian. I'm hoping we get more characters moving forward. IG-11, Queel. We also talked about, of course, Baby Yoda, the child, however you want to name it. The artwork's looking fantastic, and it's actually funny. The developers, they don't really come out to talk much on Reddit, and even, I guess, to me and other people. In general, we don't see a lot of communication coming from Capital Games, but there was this funny meme in regards to Greef Karga right here, and we actually had an EA developer, one of the artwork designers. I believe their name was Garrett AJ. I believe I remember who they were. I may have met them personally a couple years ago. They just said, I'm just happy you guys think my artwork looks like the guy. Likeness is hard. And I'm one that was kind of heavily criticizing how Galactic Legends Ray, especially Galactic Legends Ray, Kylo's okay, but as we know, Galactic Legends Ray and a lot of other characters in the game, not the prettiest looking characters. Cara Dune, we got a little glimpse of it in the trailer, we got a little glimpse in the forum post. They look pretty solid. So Capital Games, I know you don't come out much. I know the art team's been getting kind of hammered on lately by everyone, not just me, but so far the Mandalorian characters are looking pretty solid. So that's gonna be your video for today, ladies and gentlemen. Again, quick shout out, Mandalorian. We're gonna have the Greef Karga come out the 27th, Cara Dune coming out on the 23rd, and Mandalorian coming out on April 30th. So expect 3 big live streams. We're gonna be breaking down these characters. We'll do a 3, 4-star, 7-star testing. I got some of my shard mates that are willing to work with me, play some different defenses while I go ahead and test out these new characters. So hopefully we can get a good all-around experience with these characters, and I'm especially looking forward to Greef Karga. A lot of huge bounty hunter potential, and I know a lot of bounty hunter lovers are absolutely to the moon right now, and Mando himself should be a fun time. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Like if you did enjoy the video, comment down below and all your thoughts, and be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And I'll see all you lovely people in the next video. Gary, hit the outro. See you later, guys. Peace. Gary. Thank you.